Welcome, global people. Another culture moment with a culture guy. If you've been to our website lately, and I would encourage you to do so, check out the blog. There is a new post that we did on a survey that came out recently by Internations, a global social network of expatriates and those who work globally across cultures. And they do an annual survey about the top expatriate destinations of the world. And I know there's many others out there who do similar studies, and they all come to similar or somewhat similar results. Internation seems to be a bit different to me because their database is quite strong. They asked more than 20,000 people for this survey, and what came out were the top five that may or may not surprise you. I'm not going to give them away, so check it out on the website, read that article. What I would like to share with you and talk with you about is the fact that many of the so-called leading economies didn't end up very well on that survey of desirable destinations. So countries like the United States, countries like Germany, like the UK or Japan or China, Switzerland, Austria. So in other words, many of the countries that our clients are working in frequently are not on the top of the list of desirable locations according to the survey. And one of the main reasons is because people didn't feel that they belonged in those worlds when they lived there and worked there, or still live and work there. And you could argue, well, those are those big economies. They don't need the foreigners or the foreign specialists to make their economies work. So what incentive do they have to make them feel welcome? I don't think that's it. I think the challenge is that a lot of companies sending people into those locations do not prepare them well for that transition. If you are an expatriate or have been an expatriate before, or if you manage an expatriate workforce, have you been prepared for your transition into these countries? Did somebody tell you what the culture was like there? Did they explain to you what you can do to fit in better or to make connections that allow you to feel like you belong? That is, I think, the sticking point. There's nothing wrong with the United States per se. There's nothing wrong with Germany as a destination per se. Yes, German culture is different than that of Portugal or Mexico. And that is why expatriates may feel quickly welcomed and at home in a country like Mexico or Taiwan or Vietnam, and not so much in Austria or Switzerland or Germany. However, this is a cultural reason behind it. And if you as an employer are not taking care of your people, of course they won't feel as welcomed or as much belonging in those countries and those cultures. So that is what we do. This is how we help you guys. So don't make that mistake. Don't let your people go off into these destinations and believe they'll figure it out themselves, because after all, some of them over there will speak English and we've had a presence there for many years. How hard can it be? It's not companies who go global, it is your people. Make your people ready for this. Get them prepared. Allow them to develop the skill sets and the cultural savvy that they need to succeed.